Hey, I'm back again. I just wanted to do this video real fast to show you that you can straighten your hair even if you're absolutely curly. Mind you, my haircut is not made for having the perfect straight hair, but I don't even like myself too much with straight hair. But one of the thing is it's still a little bit wet, so I don't really have the body right now. But I wanted to do this video because a lot of people ask me, how can you straighten your hair without using heat? So first thing you're going to need is a jar. Second thing you're going to need is some really good conditioner. Again, if you're just tuning in, I am not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by anyone and anything that you're going to see. These videos that I do make, I am not a professional hairdresser. The videos that I do make is from my own trial and error. I am a 57-year-old woman that I had a lot of problem with my hair from the moment I was probably 13, 14 years old. I had alopecia. Yeah, that's holes in your scalp with no hair. I had really thinning hair. I couldn't grow them. And of course, if you do not ever seen me before, I had up to 8 weeks ago, probably now 9, 10 weeks. I had jet black hair for most of those 55 years, so 57 years until these last few weeks. But I still don't have the perfect color I want now. I do have some brass in here, and I am leaving the brass because uh, even as a redhead, I do look good, and curly hair with a little bit of red in it does look good. Of course, the job that I have done is not a professional job in no way, shape, or form, but I have done it at home, and I've done it without burning my hair off. If and of course you have to get yourself educated in the minimum um, chemicals names for you to, if you're going to do something like this, and this is why I'm going to do those videos. But again, is if you can get your hair done professionally done, it's basically going to cost you the same. And yes, from going completely black to blonde, uh, you are going to pay a lot of money for it. Most of it, or I recommend, is doing the hair health part, not only the bleaching part, but taking care of that hair that now throughout the bleaching process. In my case, or being you're going to be going more than once, making sure that you restore. So again, these are not in any way, shape, or form paid by YouTube to make these video either. So again, this is for people that ask me, uh, that are mostly my clients, for my skincare product for this 57-year-old, and that has again a lot of that's other video that you need to watch. And this is the best product in the world. This has saved my hair. Again, I have tried many. This is just one of the many bags of the product, and most of it still heavy because I haven't even used it after, once, and your hair are just like dried up hay, especially as sensitive as hair as mine, sensitive to protein. Um, you want the oil that goes with it and the shampoo. You cannot live without these three products. So now the other thing is, of course, you want always to have scalp health. But with this video, it's not about that. This video is making a straightening cream with 100% keratin and without using any heat. This is the only time, if you have curly hair, this is the only time you're going to be using a brush, and it's going to be really soft bristle brush, and it's just basically to get the product into the hair and so that it will actually relax it. Now remember, this is a relaxer. If you were to equivalent to if you were to bleach your hair and or tone your hair. Actually, would be to tone your hair. Basically, would do the same damage. So, do not use it like it's candy. You are going to have to be very careful. So, you're going to get some of this, and you're going to pour at least 1/3 of this jar, okay? And then you are going to have at least this much, as you can see, there's not much left of this, all inside the product. And that's probably maybe about 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons, 2 or 3 tablespoons. Now, in this new game, there is a new product. Now, I, as a teenager, used to love Garnier, but somewhere along the last shot, it really changed their formula and it made these products make my hair more frizz. And I believe that I was not the only one. That's why they came out with this one. And it's still from Garnier, but it's a really nice, and it has castor oil and it has maple syrup, so definitely Canadian. Nevertheless, you are going to make the rest of that jar. So what you're going to end up, after you mix it, you're going to end up with this kind of consistency. You don't want it that it is uh, too thick and or too watery. Okay? Now, this is when the magic comes. Now, this is where you are going to use, and I mean use like less than a pinch of salt. Now, this is what it comes in. Okay, I could probably do this for the rest of my life. I can use this bag. Now, when you use keratin, very much you have to be another thing you have to be aware of. You will have allergy to your scalp if you put it on your scalp, because like a developer, and it's going to irritate your scalp. It is being a chemical. That's it, as in chemical, as an irritant. You are going to use the amount that your nail so it's going to be less than a pinch of salt. So that is the maximum that you want to use. Yeah, that is really scientific, isn't it? But nevertheless, this is as much as you're going to use on about 150 mil, 200 mil jar. Not even, that's not a 200 mil jar, that's a 100 mil jar. What am I talking about? And that's what you're going to use, okay? Now, your hair should, if they're wet, then you can just apply this directly to it. But let's just say your hair are not wet. So what you're going to do is you're going to have, just like you do have lots of leave-in conditioners that you can buy, you are going to make your own leave-in conditioner. You're going to use water, spring water again, and you are going to use, as you can see, there's not much left because I've been using it, a nice layer on top, and it's never going to totally mix, of your oil here. And you are going to spray your hair just like that, and especially the parts that you really want to straighten out. Okay, and you see like this hair like goes, no, I want to go out there. Now remember, when you use this, you are going to have your curl slightly damaged. So be very, very sparse in the amount that you use. So you just want to really use it on the area that you want to straighten out. There's certain areas already straightened out, you don't want to use it. You know, anything that's really frizzy, right? So that's basically what you do. And what this will do is this will force the hair to relax. in the follicle. And basically what you'll have is you'll have a knot, and then of course, now this is if you just want to do a spot. Now if you're doing a whole treatment, you're going to wash this right out. Okay, you're going to wash this after, depending, like I said, how much you want to relax your hair. In my case, as you can see, I have really frizzy hair here, and on this side, right, as you can see, I really relaxed them, right? So now, depending on how long you leave it on, it's going to really relax your hair, like I mentioned. So, and at the same time, you don't want to be more than 15 to 20 minutes, even if you say, oh, I really want my hair relaxed, because like I said, it's just like doing a chemical treatment. So even if you did put all of this conditioner in it, now once you get the strain, this will actually last for days, 3, 4, 5 days. And you say, well, I'm going to wash my hair. Yes, you're going to wash your hair and you'll still have relaxed. So you have to wash your hair right after you did the treatment, so that you don't, like, see, like this hair here, why is this hair supposed to be like that? So this is what I'm going to take my straightening cream and I am going to do this. Now you say, well, do I rinse this out? You're going to have to rinse it out because it's going to be a little bit too heavy no matter what. So in 15-20 minutes, I'm going to rinse these little areas out. I don't have to do the whole hair. I'm going to just rinse the front out, right? Because this was done yesterday, and this morning, as you can see, it's still really smooth. And all I did was to condition it, which is to spray a little bit of this, and now it's, you know, any fly away is just totally under control. But it's mostly you're doing it for moisturization, and conditioning of the hair. And one of the things you're going to find is after you do the treatment, your hair is going to be really soft, right? But again, don't be fooled. This is not going to help your hair. This is just helping saving your hair from heat treatment and some other things. Okay, so basically that's all you need to do. Once you wash your hair will be light, it'll be still straight, exactly the way you place them. And no curlers, no heat, no irons, no nothing is necessary. And yeah, so this is, now you can purchase this online, you can purchase it on Amazon. There are some conditioners too that already have some keratin in it, but like I said, be very careful, especially if you want to save your curl and go from straight. And I'm going to be right back and I'll have curly hair again.